New South Wales parliamentary inquiry into the state's flood disaster response has criticised government agencies and the SES. Labor criticised SES volunteers for their efforts, with one shadow minister saying they treated the disaster as a, quote, 9-to-5 business. It's a comment that has not sat well with the hard-working volunteers who say they worked around the clock while their own homes were being inundated. Joining me live now is Woodburn SES Commander Ashley Slapp. Ashley, thanks so much for your time this morning. In my career, I've been lucky enough to see up close how hard SES volunteers work when disaster hits. There's a lot of reporting, there's a lot of reports that is talking about the response and how it was inadequate. Can I just get your thoughts on this this morning, given what you've been through with the disaster?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on. Yeah, it's disappointing to hear all the negative feedback on what the SES members did. Hundreds and thousands of them did more than what they could have in extremely difficult circumstances, putting their lives at danger in most circumstances when doing rescues. We didn't rest. The unit that I was involved with at Woodburn, I think we did 8 days with minimum of 2 hours sleep a night. Everyone we were on the phone to at head office and all the people surrounding us. Nobody stopped. No one wanted to stop, and we didn't have time to think about it.
If this report actually does say that the SES treated it like a 9-to-5 job, would it, in your view, be deeply flawed? Where do you think that has come from?
That boggles my mind where that's come from, because at no time was any phone shut off or anybody said, no, I'm going home now. It just didn't happen. It doesn't happen. It's not the way we work. Rosters went out the window and everyone just did what they did, and for as long as they could do it.
So give us an idea, Ashley. You say you worked 8 days straight, you were sleeping on the floor with your team around you, some of you only getting 2 hours sleep, and also some of these SES volunteers, we should point out, also were affected. Their homes were going under.
They were. There was 60% of the small unit I have, their houses were going underwater as they were doing rescues, and they knew that themselves. And to their credit, they just kept going and going and going, but no thought to what was happening to their own house while they were doing rescues. Wow,
60%, you say. So they were doing rescues while their own homes. Obviously, they'd got their families safe and then they went in to help others.
There was even, because it came so quick, there was SES members that needed rescuing from their own houses as well.
Wow. Ashley, I don't want to get ahead of any reports, and of course I don't expect you to have all the answers here this morning, but from what you can see, when a disaster hits like this, I mean, we do need to expect the community to chip in. It can't just be all down to SES volunteers, but can you see areas which can be improved, things where you thought, oh, we should have done that a little bit better, or is it just the nature of a disaster?
Look, there's always things that can be done better, and it is the nature of the disaster. It was so impactful and so widespread that everyone was spread very thin, and we did what we had with what we had to use. The community chipped in enormously and did a great job. Without their help, of course, like I say, it couldn't have happened the way it did, and lives would have been lost. Yeah, it's just like a fire. You can't have a truck at every door, same as SES. We can't have a boat at every house. So we just try and get the message out to people to evacuate when the orders do come out. And we're trying to simplify the orders coming out now so people understand exactly what's happening.
Right, so you're not even waiting for a report. You understand that those orders, the messages need to be simplified already.
That's already been done. It's rolling out very shortly.
Well, Ashley, we appreciate your time. We hope to speak to you very soon.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.